All right, hey Nicola, it's Mr. Bullens. We're going to walk through this, and obviously I've got the rest of the class here with me as well. And so we're going to go through this really quickly. Boys and girls, this is the stream. Okay, I don't use the stream very often, and I'm going to show you why. This is my classroom stream from last year. And I want you to tell me how quickly you think that you might get confused if you tried to find classwork in the stream. So here's my classroom stream from last year. Look at this. Would it be tough to find work in that? That's why I don't post things in the stream. I mean, it gets posted there, but I don't. And then you have kids that don't listen, that start, I have a PS4. I don't care. This is a science page. And I can tell them 100 times, don't post crazy things in the stream, and they just don't listen. I don't put stuff here. I put it all in the Classworks tab. Check this out. Guess where you would go if you wanted to do genetics? Right here. Guess where you would go if you wanted to do body systems? Right here. Social studies. Is it easy to find? And guess what? All of it is right here. Look at this. Everything you need for the whole thing is right there. Does that make it easier for you? Yes. I think it does. I will show you one thing that I might put into your classroom, and it's going to look a little bit like this. I've opened it enough this week, it should be at the top. Slowly. I might put everything like this. So, Dawson, this is the beginning of like remote learning, right? Well, this is what they did on Thursday. This is what they did on Friday. Does this make it like ridiculous easy for you? I mean, I don't know that I can make it any easier, right? There's no confusion. Oh, it's Monday. Here's what I'm supposed to do. Does that make sense? But let's just say for some crazy reason, I don't know, maybe you're confused. Mr. Mills, I can't find my assignment. Am I going to yell at you if you email me? No, I'm happy to help you find the assignment because I want you to get the work done. So I'm looking at my Google Classroom, right? I'm in Mr. Bullen's Google Classroom. Where do I go to find the work that Mr. Bullen's assigned for today? It's today. You'll understand why I'm saying it. Where do I need to go to find the work? Classwork. Now you'll realize all I have in here is something called test. Well, guess what we're doing today? We're testing out all of the different things that we're going to use in Google Classroom. Sound good? All right. I want you to go to the very, very bottom and click on test. Do you see where it opens up? You should have a button that says view assignment. Give me a thumbs up if you see view assignment. Now this view assignment button right here is so important because that's where you can go back and view your assignment. Dawson, that might be where I leave some typed feedback. It might be where you go back to view the assignment, go into the document, and hear me give you feedback. And we're going to do that in class today, okay? So I want you all to view assignment. Now your view assignment is going to look a little different than mine because you're going to have instructions here, and then I think you have a place over here to turn things in, right? Is that important, Braden? Is it important for you? I don't have that. You have a button right here that says turn in. Is that important? Yeah, because how do you know that you're present during the day? If you turn in your work, right? Give me a big thumbs up if you can see the turn in button. Good, all right. I want everybody to open the slides and we're going to practice. All that I want you to do is on the very first slide, I want you to put your name and then I want you to turn that project into me. I want to see if you know how to turn it in. I'm going to pause the video now. Nicola, if you're at home, type your name in here. You're going to have to go back to the view assignment page and hit turn in. I'm going to pause though because I got a limited amount of time on here. All right, Nicola, I'm only going to do this for one student for you, but I'm going to show you one way that I might leave feedback for you. And it would be in here. So I would look and say, okay, I see that Kaden, she changed the font. I like that. So I might go in, I might give her a 90. Well, why did I take some points off? Well, it's easy to comment on it. It's like, Caden, please go back, add your last name and make the font a little darker. Nothing major, right? And I hit post. In order for Caden to actually see that, she's going to have to go back to that page that said view assignment, and it's going to be over here. It'll be turned in work, and then down here will be my comments to her, and it'll be the same for you if you turn something in today. All right, Nicola, you should be on a page that looks maybe similar to this if you went into the view assignment. I know your stuff is over here where it says turn in, and you have the copy of the slides, but now you're finished with those slides, you've turned them into me. You can click here to go back, go into classwork, and now we're going to work on, we finished test, we're going to work on use a Google Doc to tell me a story. Again, scroll down, hit view assignment. Yours is going to look a little different than mine. Your stuff is over here. You'll have this link up here and then the turn in button. Open the Google document and tell me a very short story. The mouse ran up the clock, period, and hit turn in. And I'm going to show you what we do after that. So on my end of it, when I get a Google Doc back, it looks a little different. And I also give feedback on Google Docs a little differently as well. So if I go to student work and I look at the things that are turned in, I'm going to do Braden really quickly. So I look at Braden. Let me move my face over to here. I saw a turtle today was injured. I was sad. Okay, so there are some comments that I have on that, and I'm going to add them. Maybe. There it is. Braden, I like your story. However, I need you to do me a favor. Go back and put a period at the end of your first sentence. I saw a turtle today that was injured, period, and capitalize the I in I was sad and put a period at the end of that sentence. Now, what I've done, Nicola, is I have recorded a voice note. So I'm going to copy that and hit OK. I'm going to highlight the portion of it that I want to put it in. I'm going to put a comment in. Now, this is a little different. You actually have to go back into the document. You have to go back into the document to listen to what I say. Your initial instinct is going to be, let me click this check mark. If you click the check mark, it's basically saying, oh, I listened to you and I fixed everything. You want to click on the link first. It will take you to a link so that you can listen to my feedback. Braden, I like your story. Right? You go back into Google Docs, and when you have finished everything, you click the check button, and then it sends me an email saying Braden has finished all of the stuff I asked him to fix. So I'm going to return that to Braden. Hopefully that makes sense, Nicola. If not, then send me a message. All right, so when we have finished an assignment, remember we can click here to go back to the first page and go back into classwork. We have done test. We have done use a Google Doc. We are now going to use Flipgrid. Give me a thumbs up if you've used Flipgrid before. Awesome. Did you do an EBOB or something? Yeah. All right. We're really going to get into Flipgrid this year, so go ahead and click in the Flipgrid assignment. And Flipgrid is a little different. You can click View Assignment and just start getting used to doing that if you want to. And I think yours is probably what, over here? No. Oh, it is? Okay. So click the Flipgrid assignment. You should come to a page that looks just like this. Give me a thumbs up if you're on this page. I'm going to hit record a response. It's going to ask me to sign in with Google. It's going to ask you to do the same thing. Go ahead and do that. Sign in with Google. And you may have to put your name in. Oh boy. And it's not going to let me do Flipgrid and do the video on here because that's too many things accessing the microphone and the camera at the same time. So Nicola, I think you can figure out Flipgrid on your own. If you cannot, let me know and I'll help you out. All right, so Nicola, it's weird. I'm using obviously this to record the webcam or this web thing for you, but because I have the camera on and the microphone on, it won't let Flipgrid use it at the same time. So I've got to figure a way around that. But we're going to try the next portion, which says Nearpod. So I need everybody to sign into Nearpod for me. Yeah, I have the link there for you, right? Now, when click the link, you can click the link right there, because this one, I just want you to open this link, and then I want you to hit the little star up here and bookmark Nearpod, because I use Nearpod every day in science. It's the #1 way that I teach science. You guys feel good about that? Nicola, if you kind of want to play around with Flipgrid, you can put in this code. However, I do want you to watch the second part of this video, because I'm going to show you what it looks like on my end when I'm teaching the students. All right, Nicola, so right now my students, they're putting in this code because this is a live lesson. This is how I'm going to teach when I'm using it live during my Zooms. So you'll log into Zoom, you'll see my computer screen, I'll have this page up, you put that in, and then I will start taking you through it. It's not going to work for you. You need to use the other code, and you can play around in Nearpod and kind of see how it works. I think you'd be easy to do that. So Nicola, when I have a screen like, the beginning screen, it's where we're going to take notes. I might pause and have you solve problems in math, and you can see that everybody in the class used that to solve that. I may even go to the next screen and ask you to answer a quick quiz question down here. So Nicola, this is a page where I might ask students to post answers to a question or post certain things. Maybe what's your favorite animal? I mean, that's not a really good one, but you hit shark and you hit post and it pops up here. Now the cool thing is people can like it if it's correct, but let's say if it's incorrect, we would maybe leave it alone, and maybe Mr. Bones would trash it later if it was a bad answer. But honestly, all of these, see, nobody's put cats, so we're good. So we're good. Do you see how that works? That's pretty easy, right, guys? That one's not too hard at all. Because we can't get on a bus and go on an actual field trip, I might take you to a virtual field trip. And the other thing is, I can't take you to the top of Everest anyway because it's dangerous and we're not going to get a trip to Mount Everest. But look, you can use your arrows or you can use your mouse to look around Mount Everest. You can pinch to zoom out and to zoom in, and you can look around Mount Everest. This is the one time when you can actually stare directly at the sun and not have it hurt your eyes. That's pretty cool, right? So I like the way that you can use VR, and I think that that's an interesting way for me to be able to talk about specific science topics, and we're able to visit places virtually. Does that make sense? All right, Nicola, the last thing that we might do is give a quick quiz on Nearpod, and you can't take the quiz because you're not live. But we'll put it in here just like this. And for you guys, I want you to go ahead and pick your avatar and we'll start the game. All right, so the last thing that we're going to go over is Right Reader. So go ahead and click on Right Reader. And there's a link there for you already. Go ahead and click on it. And it takes you to a page that looks just like this. And you can go ahead and click Login. Now, mine is going to look a little different than yours. It automatically logs me in. You should be on a blank page where it has username and classroom path ID, right? Your username is your first name. The class code is right here. Your username is your first name. The class code is THBW. That's also on that sheet of paper with all your codes on it. All right, Nicola, I hope you're on this page. If you're having trouble, remember it's your first name and then THBW. To create a new book, to add a new book, all I need you to push is this little plus button down here. And you should all see this. Give me a thumbs up if this is what you're looking at. A blank book. Got thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Dawson, you there? All right. Now, you can color your book. I don't care what color your book is. That doesn't matter. What's the title of our book going to be? Let's do Dogs. Obviously, the author is you. Don't put this in there. Like, that's ridiculous. Put your name in there. Okay? It's Mr. B. It's Dawson. It's Ella. Okay? Now, our book is about dogs. And to make a good book about dogs, we need a picture on the front, right? Okay, so you click the picture. You search dogs. And then a whole bunch of pictures of dogs pop up. I like this one. And we hit save. Well, if we can move Mr. Bourne out of the way, hit save. Go to the front, and my book is made. Now I can add new pages, and pretty much do the exact same thing.